Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Last time, we took out the 2 level 80 dungeons that come with the original endgame, and speaking of original endgame, it is time to begin the 8-man raid for Shadowbringers, and it all starts here in the Crystarium, within the middle of nowhere. That looks familiar. Ah, Dekumon, have you seen Rin? She's been looking for you. Rin? Why is Rin looking for me? Oh, wait here, I'll go and get her. Gotta love the Crystarium salute. Though, again, I reiterate, why Rin looking for me?
Ah, there you are! The truth is, I need your help.
Okay.
Now, hold on, I haven't even told you what it is yet.
What, like that was gonna stop me?
After you defeated Heavensward, I sensed a strange concentration of light somewhere far to the south. In the empty, the lands that were once swallowed by the flood.
Oh, that's where you guys were in that cutscene. The hell you were doing out there?
I can't tell what it is, but we have to find out. For all we know, it might even be another Light Warden. But whatever it may be, I don't intend to stand by and watch.
Yes? Yes?
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Thancred, Oranje and I have a few theories we plan to test once we find whatever's causing this. The 3 of us were reluctant to ask for your help, considering everything that you've been through. The thing is, you're the only person who can defeat a Light Warden without becoming one yourself, so we have no choice. While we don't want to jump to conclusions though, it would be a good idea to have you there, just in case. So, will you come with us?
I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps we should let sleeping dogs lie. No, we are never one to not poke the bear. Downside is I'm out of Emmett Selks to expend my light on.
Thank you, Dekumon. This means a lot. First of all, let's head to the Derrick in Amarang. Thancred and Oranje should have everything ready by now.
Every time I see the flood, it disturbs me slightly. It is an unpleasant thing to look upon.
I hope the desert creatures didn't give you too much trouble on the way here.
I flew over him. I doubt they posed any sort of challenge to him. Would that I could say the same with confidence about whatever fiend may be waiting for us out there. Even if the light that Rin sensed turns out to be nothing of consequence, the empty is hardly the most welcoming of places. Anything that could survive out there is not to be trifled with. Moreover, it should be reiterated that the light-blasted wasteland poseth as severe a threat as any foe we might face. Lovely. In any event, we are in agreement that this phenomenon doth warrant investigation, though for lack of more precise means of navigation, we must needs rely on Rin's innate sense to guide us. I have formed several hypotheses regarding the nature of the light, but speculation is a poor substitute for first-hand observation.
There'll be plenty of time for us to talk about it on the way. Is the Sky Slipper ready, Thancred?
Ready to take us wherever we need to go, aye. Back again too, maybe, if we ask it nicely. That's kind of a cute little thing. Though the light hath been expunged from Novrond, the ambient ether of the empty is still corrupted. Dangerously so, in fact. The flood of light devastated everything in its wake. The soil, the air, the water, all rendered incapable of supporting life. It is due to this imbalance that the empty remaineth utterly uninhabitable, even a century thereafter. That's why we're taking every possible precaution. Between the aetherometers I've packed and Rin's unique abilities, we should be able to detect and measure any fluctuations in our alignments. According to the Crystarium scouts, a few days out there won't affect us to any notable degree, but much longer than that, and we risk becoming Sea Eaters. Still, since we don't know how Chocobos and Amaro will fill in the empty, we opted for a more mechanical mode of transportation. This comes courtesy of the researchers at the Mean, who found it in the Crystal Tower and restored it to working order. Probably something the Ironworks left behind.
It's quite safe, I promise. The person in charge said he'll have parts delivered from the Crystarium should anything break. He seemed quite eager to see what we bring back from the empty, even though I told him we're not hunting for treasure. I'll introduce you if we have a chance to stop by Mod Soak at some point.
We probably will.
Anyway, I think that covers everything. When you're ready to leave, just say the word.
Fun fact, this and the 24-man both actually have guest designers. I guess it was just kind of a theme of Shadowbringers, you know, we're visiting another world, let's bring in some otherworldly designers. And the designer for this one, well, let's just say he's very well known among the Final Fantasy community. It's Tetsuya Nomura, and you'll probably see that when we start seeing some of the unique characters for this leg.
Well then, shall we?
Yes, we shall. Ooh, liking the beat. I suppose I can get a voiced cutscene if you're gonna give me a big epic beat like this. Nah, of course not. With a name like The Empty, I wasn't expecting much in the way of pleasant scenery, but this is downright depressing. Also, there's no landmarks anywhere. To look on the land swallowed by the flood with mine own eyes, 'tis a chilling sight indeed. Approximately 9/10 of this world are as this, a slate all but wiped clean. Were it not for the warriors of darkness in Minfilia. Exactly, but all tense. Rin, are you sure we're headed in the right direction?
Yes, I'm certain. There's no telling how far away it is, though.
Lovely. Nothing for it but to keep going then. You two back there may as well take a nap. I have a feeling we have a good few moons ahead of us. Yeah, sad to say the scenery ain't much to look at. It's literally just a blasted white desert of nothingness. I have to say, it's a touch larger than I thought it was expecting. And is it sleeping? Oh, nice. Sleeping, it looks like a ship. The Empty. What the hell is it?
No, it's waking up.
I don't like the sound of that. Is it a light warden?
No, I don't think so. Instead of being filled with light, it is light.
Eh? The first Sin Eater. Oh shit. The origin? Patient Zero? Long have I studied to unravel the mysteries surrounding the flood of light, to discover what set that terrible cataclysm in motion. Every thread led to the same conclusion, the same single point. Patient Zero, huh? Or single being. I have reason to believe that the entity we see before us is the first Sin Eater, the instigator of the flood, the very foe Minfilia vanquished a century ago. Or at least put to sleep. If it's waking up. She obviously didn't vanquish it. She gave everything she had, and won. Wait, you said it's waking up. But this abomination could undo her work. Aye, the possibility cannot be denied. Though it is oft said that destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. Rin, knowest thou of what I speak?
The power to shape reality, to bend the laws of nature. For what was once shattered may be forged anew.
Sounds like something old Minfilia would say. Well, that's all well and good, but don't you think we should give it a name first?
Eden.
Utopia in Fae. A most auspicious title. Ah. And if you hadn't guessed, there's gonna be a lot of Final Fantasy VIII references in this. Eden being primarily among them. Now Now that that's settled, perhaps we should find a spot to set up camp. I even brought a couple of tents, on the off chance, but pitching the damned things is something of a fine art. Anyone fancy helping me? I'm sure we can manage. Though, I'm not sure how, good the dirt is around here. This thing just looks like it's just sand. And speaking of 8 references, listen to the music. Yeah, that is straight out of Final Fantasy VIII.
I never realized that putting tents up could be such a bother. Still, I'm glad that we got there in the end. Thancred should be back from scouting the area soon. Once he's here, we can plan our next move.
Alright. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. These can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with Gul Gul and Mord Sog, or Yal Ya and Yolmor. Basically just telling me where I can turn all my loot in. Deploy the core.
I wonder what's taking Thancred so long.
And knowing him, he's waking Eden up.
Ah, there he is.
Well, that was rather uneventful. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Did you find anything?
Oh no. No, thankfully. There's naught but barren plains in every direction, apart from Eden, obviously. I tried approaching it, and the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt fate, so I withdrew.
We should act now, before it's fully awake.
Meaning what exactly?
Well, I want to kill it. When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of ether. Of course, that meant that all of the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled to dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that caused it, maybe it can get it flowing again.
Wait, you want to use Eden? Interesting idea.
I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the empty.
Oh, damn. Now, hold on a moment. What makes you think that's even possible? And how do you expect to control that kind of power? Rin's aspirations may not be as preposterous as thou dost surmise. I believe Minfilia halted the Flood of Light's advance not by destroying Eden, but by silencing it. And in so doing, she hath gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Even now, the flame of hope burns on. Aye, as Minfilia's successor, it standeth to reason that Rin doth possess the means to exert her will over Eden. But such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, Dekumon? I mean, if there's a chance, we take it. I imagine this is easier said than done, but it would put Rin's life at risk. Yeah, I imagine there's definitely going to be some hardships here.
Yes, you're probably right, but I have to try.
Very well, Rin. You've made up your mind. So, how should we go about this?
I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived, and it seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. I suppose you could call it the core. The giant Talos had a core too. Like a beating heart, it controlled the flow of ether. If Eden's core is the same, perhaps we could use it to restore the etheric balance.
Not a bad idea. The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, mayhap we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, and in so doing secure the means to teleport to the very heart of the beast. Thankfully, the Settlement Council has kindly furnished us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. However, we must needs first have Rin study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once we have reached our destination, I shall fabricate a means by which you may directly communicate with Eden, and mayhap exert a measure of control over it.
You can really do that, Duranji?
Damn. All credit is due to a dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed, who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning etherology. It has been a long time since we have mentioned her, too. Although, I am certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Yeah, she probably would. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us roaming around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness, though, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of welcoming party arranged for intruders. Perhaps you had best lead the way, Dekumon. Probably not a terrible idea.
It's true that he's the only one who can defeat a Light Warden, but I'd rather not rely on him any more than we have to.
Yes, I haven't forgotten what happened when he absorbed too much light. But as Alasei said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now, I wish I could put down wardens myself, but the simple fact is I can't, and there's no point pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Dekumon.
Then perhaps I could.
Look, you might be able to, but you're not as much of a fighter. Besides, you already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Not only that, you'll have to keep an eye on Eden itself. If we somehow manage to make it angry, get us out of there.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Not really, but I don't really have much of a choice. This is what I do best. For lack of any better plans, this one will have to do. This is what I do. Throw me into the deep end. See if I swim or sink, you know, that's the way it always goes.
Fine, I won't let you down.
Though we will remain here, Rin and I shall do our utmost to guide thee along the ethereal stream. After thou hast breached the exterior, we shall remain in contact via these link pearls, courtesy of our comrades in the Crystarium. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, I fear they be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. Old ass link pearls, yeah. They still work. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright. Let's go poke the bear and piss off Eden. Eden's Gate Resurrection. Oh, this should be fun. Alright, let's check the duty finder, head for raids. Rin's discovery of a vast concentration of light prompts an expedition into the barren wastelands left in the wake of the flood, known as the Empty. There you encounter the immense and enigmatic Eden, the very first Sin Eater and the progenitor of the destruction that all but consumed the world. Rather than seeking to end this threat once and for all, Rin hopes to use its limitless power to restore the ethereal balance of the Empty and breathe life into the planet. However, she must first gain control of Eden's core, which is likely to have countermeasures for repelling intruders. Now I need to be 425, there's no downsync, and I'm guessing most of the people who we queue up with will probably be in a similar boat as me, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, Eden's Gate Resurrection, and yeah, let's continue the Final Fantasy VIII references.
Be careful, huge amounts of ether are rushing to the core. Wait, what's that?
That is gorgeous looking. That's what it is. Keeper of Knowledge, Eden Prime? We're starting against the Prime? Man, we usually end against these. Alright, here we go. The insanity commences. They've all been warned. Get my boosted up. Make sure I have my target. And let's go to the races. Let's go to the races. I'm not a tank. I can't lead this. Oh, okay, fine. Poor Paladin wasted their flight or fret. Dude, you gotta stop burning all your good buffs. Apparently we're doing this nice and slow. Alright. Let's get this party started. Buff window! I love this song. This song is really good. This remix of the FF8 boss theme is stinking amazing. That's meant for me. Put this over here so I don't have to deal with it hitting everybody and giving us a relatively free, oh, that's a donut. A donut I was apparently not in. Very disappointing on my part. I think that's the tank hit. Oh, yeah, those are spicy. Where'd he go? Oh, this one. Get behind him when he does this. Pure light is pure death if you get hit by this. Yeah, that was smart. He's moving again. Okay, so I guess we all just spread out and I throw some daggers. Dimensional shift. Woo, that's smarted. Oh, this one. Yeah, get ready for a serious disco lesson. Oh, I'm gonna get smited here. Oh, even better. He's starting a pure light cast. I'm gonna get cooked by this, yep. There we go. Oh yeah, and don't touch the walls. They will instantly murder you. Big old spike of BS there. Oh god, we're in ad phase. Man, I blew my buff window at the bad time. Where is he? Uh-oh. No! Alright, keep these guys separate and burn them down. Or group them up and burn them down. I suppose that works too. There we go. Ready to unleash eternal breath? That sounds bad. Oh no. It is. It's the actual 8 summons. Oh god. This is where we die, isn't it? Yep. Just F that galaxy in particular, I suppose. Oh, thank goodness we survived. Although I really need to reapply. We can let loose with the big buff window and just blast him like it was no tomorrow. Oh, and he even got the tank buster out that time. I should have done right on there. I need to recharge. Apologies for the random dog barkings. Landlord's dogs just are not cooperative. Get back here! I can stay here. He's almost toast, actually. Don't think we're gonna make it to an LB3 here. Now, this last part here, when he does this, don't directly go, oh, I'm about to die. Yep, I knew that was coming. There were way too many AoEs there to safely dodge. But the Prime falls at the very beginning of the raid series for a change of pace. I think he just shut down. All right, time to get Rin. Well, Rin, that was straight up crazy.
It seems that Thancred's prediction about there being some sort of guardian was right. Thankfully, it was nothing that you couldn't handle.
Yeah, me and 7 others.
And I'm glad to say you haven't absorbed any light either. So far, so good. Now that the way is clear, the Ethernet shards can send us to the core and back whenever we need. Why don't we give them a try?
Just go direct? Sure. Yeah, it's still kind of dark in here.
Once Uranjay has activated the device, it's my turn.
Your turn? Your turn to do what? Oh yeah, right, try and get this thing running. Uranjay just needs to get his, human Sin Eater interface functioning. The time hath come, Rin. Well?
Watch over me, Minfilia. I have no idea how this thing works. Oh dear, something's happening.
Is this supposed to happen? Oh goodness, I hope so. Eden is offering considerable resistance.
Not now. Not when I'm so close.
Oh geez. Uranjay! Well, it takes me to stand too close. I am unharmed, but what of Rin?
No, you listen to me!
Eden's like, no. Rin, be careful! Uh-oh. It's starting up! This might have been a mistake. If we can't get this thing under the leash, then I think all we did was unleash it on the world. Well, it's up. And I guess that did it. One fell swoop.
It worked. I'm in control now. I think.
You think? This is not a think sort of thing, lady.
Although I'm now linked to Eden, I still need to figure out how to give it commands.
Pray tell, what caused it to convulse so violently?
It must have been when Eden rose into the air. I'm still struggling to stop it from drifting too far into the camp.
Even now, thou art... Oh, now what? Rin, what's going on?
Above us! Something's coming this way! An enemy!
But how couldst thou... Oh, could it be a Sin Eater?
I can't see them clearly, but... No, that's impossible!
What is it?
They're inside too! Lots of them, trying to reach the core!
Uninvited guests, eh? If I'd known they were coming, I would have tidied the place up. Japes are a poor substitute for a viable stratagem. In that case, I suggest that you and I deal with the ones who are already inside. Guess that leaves the exterior for me. And Dekumon can welcome our airborne adversary. Whoa, did I just blink for a second? Rin, find out if Eden has any defenses we can make use of. Preferably ones that don't recognize us as the enemy as well.
I'm not sure about that, but I can use the ether currents to send you wherever you need to go.
That's my girl. Alright everyone, we've got work to do. And one fight right after another.
From what I can tell, Eden is able to form simple structures by redirecting ether, so I'll try to give you something to stand on. When you're ready, head for the portal over there.
Alright. Wonder what this weird adversary is. Dang, straight to it. Eden's Gate Descent. Alright, let's see what we're up against now. Let me turn off that one, on this one. Having finally overcome Eden in a battle of wills, Rin is now in control of the enormous Sin Eater, which now drifts high above the empty. Your celebrations are short-lived, however, as Rin detects the presence of unknown enemies making their way towards Eden's core. While Thancred and Urange rush to intercept a swarm of foes approaching from inside, you head to the upper reaches to face the threat from above. Oh goodness, I forgot how much I don't like DPS queues. I have been in this queue, I kid you not, for an hour. It has taken an hour to get this. Anyway, welcome to Descent. And oh, did something descend. Antithesis Manifest Voidwalker. Who are you? And where can I get that outfit? Alright, oh, we are in it now. Let's row. I straight up punched up the wrong combination here. Let's just not stand in that. Oh, I rabbited out my Kasatsu because I mashed. Son of a bitch. That's irritating. Oh, that's a donut. That is just a major DPS loss on my part. Also, yes, I took an infirmity debuff because I got in close and I touched one of the guys. That's my own fault. There we go. None of those are on me. That, however, is also not on me. But I can stay here and help soak it. Ooh, this is getting crazy already. Alright, I think this is where the actual main mechanic of this comes in, the delayed spells, yep. This is a wild mechanic. I love this mechanic. This is legit cool. There we go. Do it properly and get the shuriken out. Alright. So she can mark spells to go off, mark them as a delay, and then we kind of have to remember what the spell was. And granted, yeah, normal mode, pretty easy for the most part. But in Savage, I remember this being a legit nightmare. Okay, just stay away from everybody. You do stay away from everybody, that's perfectly safe. Except now we also get to do this BS, where we get to queue up multiple spells. This is where it gets hairy. And I'm pretty sure Extreme doesn't have the markers. You need to not be there, my man. There you go. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad she points that out because that would have been really bad. Oh, hi. Oh, another one of these? Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna stand here. Because it seems like the safe place to stand. Holy crap. We got to the halfway point. And here come the close-ins, and this is me going this way so I can get back to the ass. Oh, this guy. I think, yeah, there's only the 4 and they're all covered. And then we got a split marker again. Oh, this time I actually get one of the markers. Alright. So now we know when that goes off, get away from everybody. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay, fine. All the puddles, they are filled. Damn, that does good damage. Oh, I did not see the petrification go off. I just got lucky as hell there. There's another gaze attack going out. Alright, this time I actually know it's there, so we can avoid it. Here we go. He's smart. He's running all the way to the back corner so we can all stay facing the boss and still stay on this. That's good planning. I need to do a thing. Whew. Man, those entropy hits. They're not doing too bad. Uh-oh. Oh, I think our split damage marker just fell off. I mean, I'm not gonna say no, it doesn't really hurt us that much. Oh, I did not see my futon fall off. But I don't think it's gonna matter much. Pretty sure we've got this sucker in the bag. That's... yeah, I'm gonna say we're not making it to a level 3. Might as well throw one of these out. 10. She. Antigen, just to get my Huton refreshed. Oh. Weird looking critter. Like I said, Nomura designs. That could have gone a lot worse. Still here. Interesting. Oh. Oh, hey, crew.
Dekumon! Thank goodness you're unharmed!
Mm-hmm. We came as soon as we took care of our unwanted guests. They were a stubborn bunch and quite unlike anything I've ever seen in the first. Well, so was this one.
No, I won't let you. Damn the light. Damn you all.
Silva?
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh dear.
Why am I here? What is happening?
Oh, we're having an existential. Nope. We're out. I reiterate though, that is some cool looking armor. See, if I had to go play as a tank, I'd play that.
She's alive, but there's something strange about her ether.
She didn't seem too pleased with Rin taking control of Eden, which may be what caused her to appear out of the blue. Beyond that, that's anyone's guess. 'Tis plain she is not a sin-eater, not even in part as Volthry was. Yet this knowledge does little to assuage my fears, for she is nonetheless possessed of a power most terrible. Yeah, she was almost like the antithesis of a Sin Eater. She was controlling Void Scent, or at least damn things that look like Void Scent. On the other hand, if she's feeling cooperative, she might be able to tell us more about Eden. I'll keep an eye on her until she wakes up. There's no telling what will happen when she does, but I'll make it clear that we mean her no harm. Well, no further harm at the very least. Up you go. Obviously, it's not a good idea to bring her inside Eden. It's likely that reaching the core was her aim from the outset, so I'll take her to the camp. Yeah, good idea. Can you go directly from here to the well, I guess we'll find out.
Now that things have settled down, I should get back inside and try strengthening my link to Eden.
If we're gonna start restoring this, we're gonna need Eden up and running. Well, that was interesting. I think half of the people who were in the queue were here.
Although I had my hands full trying to control Eden, I got a glimpse of your battle. That power, I've never seen anything like it.
Have I. What thou witnessed was the tearing of the very fabric of reality, the creation of a rift through which void scent may enter. But pray tell, Rin, didst thou make any other observations?
I couldn't sense any light at all in that girl or her servants. And I can't really explain how, but she reminded me of Emmett Silk.
Emmett Silk? Interesting. Though I think it unlikely that she is an Ascian. She may yet be thrall to Zodiac.
Maybe we'll try to find out more once she's woken up. In the meantime, I'll try to improve my control over Eden. It seems to be listening more than before, instead of screaming at me like it was in the beginning. And that's not all. I've made an exciting discovery.
Ah? Well? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. I want to know. Oh, I didn't read the quest title.
I feel a lot more confident in my ability to control Eden now. Of course, this is only the beginning.
And we shall accompany thee wheresoever this path may lead. But pray tell, what manner of discovery hast thou made?
I understand how Eden's power works.
Oh shit, that's important. And therefore the true nature of the flood of light?
Yes, it affected the balance of all the ether and the empty, shifting it so far towards the umbral that it stopped flowing altogether.
The power to tip the scales.
And to tip them back again. That's what Eden does. It controls the balance of ether over a wide area, forcing it from one alignment to the other. Let alone, it still poses a threat, but if I can harness its power, I think I could use it to breathe life back into the empty.
Well, shit.
The trouble is, I haven't the foggiest idea of where to start.
Well, good thing we've got a bunch of scholars here. Maybe they'll be able to figure it out.
And if I go about this the wrong way, I'll do more harm than good.
Thou needst not bear this burden alone, Rin, nor should thou. 'Tis no simple matter of awakening that which lies dormant. All things in nature are inextricably linked. The elements maintain a fragile harmony, without which life cannot prosper.
So, what should we do?
A solution hath begun to take shape in my mind, though it will require further discussion. For the time being, let us return to the camp. It would be remiss of us not to involve Thancred. Honestly, he'd probably be bored of this discussion, but hey.